Welcome and welcome back to another episode of Double Helping. It's Lani here to bring you 3 of my favorite fall drinks. To start, I'm going to do a frozen hot chocolate. For this fall drink, a blender may be necessary. It's really easy to make. I'm using 2 Greek yogurt Yasso bars. These come in a pack of 4. As you can see, I've chosen the coffee chocolate chip flavor. It's not a strong coffee flavor. It just gives the chocolate a little oomph. I'm using Yasso bars for the sake of convenience, which I'm all about. However, 1 box probably yields 2 servings of frozen hot chocolate, depending on your goals. So if you would like to make more servings, I would suggest using any kind of frozen Greek yogurt as your base, or Halo ice cream. Now I'm adding less than 1/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk. In hindsight, I suggest freezing your almond milk in an ice tray beforehand to make sure your drink stays in a frozen consistency. This doesn't need to blend long, just give it a quick go. And to serve, I use my potato peeler to shave 100% cacao on top. If you're not used to using cacao, I'd suggest trying like 35% or the lowest percent possible. Now this next one is my personal favorite. It deserves a blue ribbon. If you don't try anything else, try this one. Here's how I make my cranberry apple cider. So I really wanted my cider to taste as fresh as possible. So I'm starting off by juicing 7 gala apples. If you can't juice your apples, I would suggest buying 100% pure apple juice like Martinelli's, for example. My juiced apples come to a little more than 2 cups, which I've added to a pot to simmer. The foam you see on top is delicious goodness. It's my personal favorite part. So now I'm adding 1 cup of 100% cranberry juice from Simple Truth, not juice cocktail. So please don't use juice cocktail and say I suggested it. If you can find fresh cranberries, please use them. This is 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. As always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. I'm squeezing in 1/2 lime. I'm squeezing in 1/2 lemon lightly. You don't have to squeeze the whole thing. I've zested the outside of 1/2 orange using my potato peeler, which gives the essence of the orange with all the flavor, but none of the sugar. So just remember to strain these before serving. And 1/4 teaspoon of ginger from a squeeze tube. Now for my secret ingredients. 1 tablespoon of apple butter. Mine is store-bought, however, all you have to do is bake some apples with molasses, brown sugar, and spice to DIY. You can see how thick it is from the molasses. I was struggling to get it off my spoon. So start to finish, this probably simmered a total of 15 minutes. I think the apple butter really gives it a taste like it's simmered in a slow cooker for hours. And to serve, I've garnished with star anise and cinnamon stick. Last but certainly not least, I'm making a creamy horchata. I've allowed 1/2 cup of white rice to soak in water with 1 cinnamon stick for 8 hours. If you can't soak for 8 hours, I suggest a minimum of 5 hours or until you can break the rice in half with your fingernail. Pour off or strain all the water. I like mine creamy, so I don't use any water after the soaking process. Then add the rice and cinnamon stick to your blender. Add 1 1/4 cup of unsweetened almond and 5 dates. You may use less dates if you desire. Lastly, add a fresh vanilla bean if available or vanilla extract. Blend on your highest setting until you feel the mixture has liquefied to its finest state. Next you see me trying to cheat the system. I left this part in to show the creative process doesn't always work out. I had this bright idea to try to use my cold brew maker to try to strain my horchata faster instead of using my cheesecloth. Needless to say, it didn't work. Now you see me breaking out that good old cheesecloth. Let me know if you have any hacks for this besides the cheesecloth or nut milk bag or muslin cloth. So you'll need a bowl, a strainer, and cheesecloth or nut milk bag. Yes, you do need 2 forms of strainers to get a milky smooth consistency. This is the most loving part, but honestly, it didn't take that long. The more love you put in, the quicker this process will go. I'm an experienced cheesecloth user, however this brand new one that I'm using had holes that were a bit wider. So you see the liquid almost run straight through. So I ended up just doubling the cloth by folding it once to get it to strain the way that I'm used to. So here you see if this happens to you where it kind of just goes straight through your cheesecloth into the other strainer, you can spin a cake icing spatula inside of your strainer until the rest of your mixture passes through. So remember, the more cinnamon and rice you use, the thicker the mixture will be during straining. I love horchata during the holidays as an alternative to eggnog. If you choose, you can add 1/4 of an ounce or less of chocolate if your goals allow. I would suggest the Choco Love XOXOX milk chocolate bar or abuelitas. And serve cold. Let us know your favorite fall drink to get cozy with.